I'm sorry that got cut off. It's now 7:37. So I was trying to get a little bit of I don't know if that's water from off a little bit off my phone. And so what I was trying to say was the guy had got an attitude with me and said no modifications. And you pick the tomatoes off yourself. We don't have time. We're really busy. And it's like yesterday he told me, oh, you fix your own water. And so I don't think he treats the guys like that. On the so-called cleaning crew, I'm the only female. But, you know, the idea, I mean, he's been treating me like shit since the first day. And, you know, making me feel like less than, like as if employees have less rights than the customers. You know, that he think that he can treat me like worse because, I mean, I don't even know if he looks down on me because of janitorial or what. Or is it just part of the gang stalking and workplace mobbing that he made me feel disgusted enough to make, I mean, even though we're entitled to this free employee lunch, I guess he trying to drive me away from wanting to eat anything. You know, I have a right to, that free meal. I work just like everybody else. So being a targeted individual, you got less rights than everybody else, despite doing the same equal thing as everybody else. If I work, I should have a right to eat free too. But he treat me like I don't have a right to eat at all and treat me like a pest. You know, the bully on the playground that tells the victim to go ahead and just scram and fuck off. You know, so that pretty much had me feeling discouraged today. That he acting extra rude and everything. But then when you telling me, oh, I'm busy, I don't have time. Like, you don't have time to pick off the tomato. To avoid putting the tomato. Like, that's one less item that you don't have time to, you're not the one doing it, but you send an order to some other people and they fix my food. I mean, how do you not have time to just press one button saying no tomatoes? How is that too much for you? You know, and then when people have complaints about me, I'm the nuisance. I'm the problem. If I got complaints about people, I'm still the nuisance or the problem, and everybody want to get rid of me. Whether I make complaints or whether people make complaints about me, they want to say I'm a nuisance and want to get rid of me. You know, or feel like I'm the one who's just trouble. I didn't do anything wrong. I mean, yesterday he didn't have a problem with me saying no tomatoes, but see, the first time I said no tomatoes, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh, those guys don't know what they're doing back there. Sorry, they put the tomatoes on there." Then yesterday, I figured that they were perping me the fact that they just put one tomato in my salad yesterday when I told them no tomatoes. Now today, you know, because with the sliminess, I don't even like tomatoes to even touch my food or touch my salad, even though I'm not allergic. But I said, what if I'm allergic? I mean, what if it was a scenario where a person would be allergic to tomatoes and you sitting there saying no modifications? You know? So, yeah, I mean, I'm allergic to the doggone texture of tomatoes. I wouldn't have an allergic reaction, but, you know, certain textures of food I gag on and can't have difficulty swallowing. So, and I end up regurgitating it. So that's why I don't like stewed tomatoes. I don't like whole tomatoes, stewed tomatoes. I don't like cherry tomatoes. I only like tomato puree or barbecue sauce or ketchup. And I don't even much like ketchup that much. I mainly like barbecue sauce. So I like just like pureed tomato, like in spaghetti and meat sauce. I don't even like the chunks, the tomato chunks or stewed tomatoes. or nothing like that, you know. So, you know, if the guys were to say no tomatoes, I don't know how he would have responded. You know, it seems like when he said he didn't have time to talk to me, and like 3 minutes later, I look up and he's chit-chatting and smiling and pretending to be extra fake happy. Like, you standing around talking and laughing with the customers. Oh, I thought you were so busy and didn't have time, you know. So this is part of the workplace mobbing, you know. And then if I do get frustrated and quit, people will make like, oh yeah, you know, Candy quit her job for such the silliest reasons, you know. But I'm trying to fight to stick with it, you know, even though it's so freaking hard. It's just like one of the bosses was talking around with a couple of the co-workers, and that's the one who I know he perps me, you know, wears the red all the time, and he always want to schedule me for 33 hours. And he made my employee number with the number 33 in it, talking about it's more convenient for him. And he's always rude to me, never nice. But some of the other, you know, bosses and employees are nice. You know, he was the one who tried to gaslight me about the schedule last week. You know, so, I mean, about the work schedule, that you cut off the hours on Sunday and then try to gaslight and lie and say, oh, it must have been a glitch. Don't freaking play with me. So, and then today, I didn't get to catch it on film, but the lady who gang stalked in the black Buick Envision, she drove by stalking and following me, you know, gang stalking me at my, she drove past my job with the red shirt on. You know, so, I'm still being gang stalked. So, you know, that other guy, he's still punishing me with the silent treatment at work. So, I'm gonna say that, you see I'm sweating a lot, sweating hard. So I'm not going to say the restaurant, but since I was treated like a less than, and then the guy who serves the food, the bartender, he always get mad and try to, you know, treat me like a nuisance, and then try to tell me, oh, you go sit over there. But some of the other two guys, he lets them sit over by where the customers are. But when it comes to me, I always have to go sit at the other place, making me feel like, you know, like as if I should not be in view of everybody. You know, even though it's the general, I mean, I'm still kind of new and being told something different every day. So the immediate supervisor said, oh, y'all are supposed to sit back over there. But he said, oh, it's my fault, I didn't tell y'all, you know. So I'm being told something new every day on the job. And then the immediate supervisor be like, well, why you didn't do this? I'm like, well, nobody taught me, or nobody told me that I should clean this, or that I should do this, or I should go into this room. So now instead of 7 bathrooms to clean every day, now he tells me I have to clean all 9 of them every single day, you know. So, I mean, which I don't mind, because, you know, I'm trying to stick with this job, trying to make it, trying to hopefully work my way to hopefully get me a place to live and not have to pay. I mean, I'm hoping that, because it's like hurricane season, and I'm hoping I can get housing so that I'm hoping I can get housing so that I can, you know, so I don't have to worry about depending on anybody for hotel room. Since the perps got me all banned from the cheaper hotels, I'm forced to have the more expensive one. So, and then the majority of the time I have to take a cab or Uber to get to the hotel. So I'm hoping I can have like a housing. I'm hoping I can have like housing before hurricanes get too bad, because they have a Hurricane Enrique or something that's supposed to be coming on somewhere. I don't know where yet, but no, I know that nobody has money to, the fact that they even raised the prices on the hotels, like even, I mean, hotels that I was seeing like $89. Now I'm seeing like on the weekend it'd be like $300 something. Like, wow. So I definitely can't afford, hotel like that if they raising the price that much. The price is that much. So I'm hoping I need to get housing soon, and it seems like these perps they want me to be sabotaged. They want me to die in a doggone hurricane because they think I deserve to be punished with not being allowed to live in Florida. But if I go back to my hometown, New Orleans, it'll be the same thing. If I move somewhere else, I'll be back at square one, no place to live, no job, on the streets, with the chance of and a risk at getting arrested and going to jail. Like here in Pensacola, the police don't harass me, for being downtown like they did to me in my hometown, New Orleans, and places like Mobile, Alabama, and Greenville, South Carolina, and stuff. So, after what happened today, I made a spontaneous last minute, it was remember I told y'all my first day I worked 11 and a half hours and I got paid $115 cash that day, my first day at work. And then my actual paycheck I just got this Wednesday was supposed to have been Tuesday. So, most mornings I cannot get to eat breakfast. And I miss eating brunch on the weekends. It was fun. I miss getting to eat brunch on the weekends. I would purposely skip breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays sometimes, especially Sunday, just to get brunch sometimes, I love brunch, because it's like you get the best of both worlds in one meal. So, with working this job, since I have to work weekends, can't get brunch. Excuse me. And so I don't get to eat I don't get to eat breakfast in the morning on the days that I have to work. So my first meal of the day be lunchtime. And then to be treated like that, And I said, well, you know what? I'm just not going to order lunch from there anymore, even though I'm entitled as an employee to have free lunch on the days that I work. But my immediate supervisor was like, nah, you have just as much the right to eat, eat the meals as anybody else, But that other guy, he's making me feel like I don't have a right to eat because he's a narcissistic, mean, evil perp. So I excuse me, I went and treated myself, for dinner. I had just a couple little snacks this morning for breakfast, left over from something I bought at the little corner store. I don't even really get to go over there that much, but I went there yesterday and bought a few little things. And so today I had like a granola bar and these little breakfast cookie biscuit kind of things, It was an almond granola bar and these little things called Belvita. And I had, the Nature Valley almond granola bar. And then for lunch I had the salad. And I didn't want the guy gave me fried chicken on my salad. I said I wanted it grilled, So, So then, I just went to a place and, treated myself with my first paycheck. It wasn't, it was a little bit more expensive than what I usually eat. Maybe, yeah, it was a little bit more expensive, but I pretty much treated myself with, seafood, stuffed shrimp, and some, Gouda grits, and, like Gouda cheese grits, and, some green beans. Well, I think they had a little onions on them, and also brownies a la mode, for dinner. And I'm glad the guy treated me really good at that restaurant, But, I know I can't really afford to be eating there that much, but that's like, me rewarding myself, for working hard. Nobody else gonna do it. So, me rewarding myself for working hard, and it's, my first paycheck from this job, So, and then after going through such hard stuff, but, I'm still trying to, save my money. And, I guess one way to save my money is eating no breakfast and then eating free lunch. But what am I supposed to do if there's problems and I can't even go over there and get lunch? And then the only thing I pay for nowadays is, on the days that I work, is dinner. But then, on my days off, I gladly take advantage of getting to eat breakfast and stuff like that, See? Noise, harassment, or what? They wait till they get by me. So, they want to freaking try to distract me from my video. It's getting darker now. So last night, my sleep was spotty last night. And then around 2-something in the morning, I could not go back to sleep. And then I don't know what time later on I went back to sleep. And then I woke up a little bit later than what I was, a little bit later than I, was supposed to. And I didn't even realize it wasn't on purpose. And then the moment it started to rain, the very moment I woke up, it started to rain. And so I had to hurry up and rush and gather all my stuff and pack up and leave. And try to see, I got this dress on, so I had to hurry up and switch clothes and my shoes and stuff and hurry up and get to work. And it caused me forced diarrhea this morning. I have not taken the antibiotic for like a little over a week, and I have not been taking the I did not take the bentonite clay or nothing like that. Well. So that's how I knew it was directed energy weapons that caused me, forced diarrhea. But one of my employers said that he wants me to take the doggone COVID test. He didn't tell me directly, but I overheard him. So I may not last long on this job if that's the case, So nobody wears masks at work anyway, So, I don't even know if I have to go and look for another job, or I'm just hoping he don't say anything. So, but anyway, whoa, what the hell? Sorry about that. So, I went swimming today and yesterday. I think I told y'all that already, that I went swimming. But yesterday and the day before I went swimming. They trying to make my right arm hurt right now for no reason. They might be hitting me with the direct energy weapons to make my right arm hurt. They're doing all kinds of things to me right now. Sorry. Trying to get y'all may not be able to see it, but I'm sweating. So it's hot out here, 82 degrees right now. It must have been hotter earlier, but today was the first day in a while that I got like a nice bit of sunlight. And today was the first day I got like me some sunlight. But by me working, I don't get all that much sunlight. Like after I get off from work, one of the first things I usually go do, sometimes I go charge my phone, and other times I go take a shower, or vice versa. And I do a few other activities as well. So when I try to go to eat dinner, everything looks frightening and intimidating. Excuse me. Everything's frightening and intimidating because by dinner time, the restaurants are very crowded. So I realized that I might have to try to go to dinner earlier. And if I go to a restaurant and get like some meatballs and noodles for like $11 and something plus tax, or if I go and get on Monday 99-cent tacos or something like that, or a $3 bowl of fried rice and stuff for dinner or something. Me trying to find ways to eat cheaper. But today I just made myself flexible enough to get to have that seafood. I seldom get to eat shrimp, and it's been a while since I got to eat salmon. I love salmon too, but it's been a while. I don't even get to eat real seafood or fish that much. And if any fish I eat, sometimes I can only afford the canned mackerel or sardines. Or if I order a tuna sandwich from Jimmy John's, I don't eat Subway as much anymore. But, if I eat Jimmy John's tuna sandwich and just get the tuna slim, the $4 or $5 whatever tuna slim, and sometimes I get chips, sometimes I don't, So I don't even eat McDonald's no more, no Taco Bell, no Wendy's, no Popeyes, no Church's, none of that no more. Only a couple of times I got to eat at Jersey Mike's, and it was really good. So, I seldom eat hamburgers. I did a little bit at work, but I was trying to change that. And my immediate supervisor, he suggested, that I should. I do eat meat. Y'all know I eat meat. I did the raw vegan thing for a short while, several years ago, and didn't realize it was new age. So I went back to eating meat, and it helped me appreciate how much I love meat. I didn't realize I love meat that much, So, he encouraged me to go ahead and eat a burger or something for the protein, I guess. But I feel like I can't be eating the fries and tater tots and stuff because, the bad fats. I don't want to be eating, fries every day. So, I was disappointed. I didn't want the fried chicken. I wanted grilled chicken. I was trying to actually, for the first time, try the blackened chicken just for once, and I wasn't allowed to choose nothing today. I wasn't allowed to choose anything. So, it's getting a little darker now, and I'm gonna go for now. And I guess I'll see y'all, if not later on tonight, hoping nothing happens tonight, but, between tonight and tomorrow. So I'll see y'all, and bye. Love y'all.